Hello and welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. With the win over Michael Chandler, UFC 314, Paddy Pimblett has put all the top contenders in that lightweight division on high alert. We're going to talk about the possibility of Paddy Pimblett facing the likes of Charles Oliveira to determine the number one contender for that lightweight title. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all it is that is new from this channel, your channel, one and only MMA Vision Analysis. To be fair, on this channel, we had our doubts on Paddy Pimblett ahead of Michael Chandler fight. I think everyone agreed that the Michael Chandler fight was going to represent the biggest obstacle for Paddy Pimblett in his UFC career thus far. We also mentioned that matchmakers have been generous, to say the least, towards Paddy Pimblett up until the Michael Chandler fight. But after finishing Chandler in the way that he did, he actually made Michael Chandler look like he does not belong in there any longer. Seriously. Paddy Pimblett has gained that much more respect, at least on this side of the internet here. So much more respect. And I think Joe Rogan kind of talked about this, the guy's image. It, just like the almost silly, like, childish, way of Paddy carrying himself. It kind of tricks you. We get the two conflicted. His behavior outside of the octagon and his fighting abilities. Just because the guy looks and behaves a bit childish or silly at times, and I mean no disrespect here, I think many of us, I have to say, including myself, kind of underestimated him. I also think that initially matchmakers really played into his favor. They gave him matchups that he was favored to win. Up until the Michael Chandler fight, right? Everyone said that this was going to be a difficult fight. Reality proved otherwise. Paddy Pimblett calls out a couple names afterwards, Charles Oliveira being one of those names. Is it possible for Paddy to face Charles Oliveira to determine number one contender? It's definitely possible, but I think the odds of Charles Oliveira facing Ilia Topuria are probably higher than Paddy facing the former, obviously. I believe Paddy Pimblett is perhaps closer to facing Justin Gaethje or Dan Hooker before he gets to share the octagon with Charles Oliveira. Just because I think Charles is realistically closer to Ilia Topuria. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more.